So we are practicing self-observation with awareness. So we want to be happy all the time. So that's why we need to be aware of ourselves all the time. So that's why we are practicing observation. We are doing exercise 1, observing self by the self. So it is one way of looking within. There could be many other ways, but it is one of the ways to look into the self. So first thing is awareness. Are we aware where my attention is, where my focus is? And so just see where my attention is. So my focus is on body, or my focus is outside, or my focus is on the self, on the imagination. So that we need to be aware where my focus is at this moment. So whenever our focus is on the self, now we need to observe ourselves. So we need to observe whatever is going on within the self without evaluating it, without reacting it, without trying to stop it, without trying to change it. So we are just practicing the awareness, observation and awareness. So if we are able to see our imagination directly, then we may begin with observing our thought. If we are able to see our thoughts, try to see feelings behind it. And ultimately, we need to see the complete imagination. Ultimately, we need to see the self with full awareness. So it is an important step because my happiness and happiness at this moment depends on my feeling, thoughts. So I need to be aware of my feelings and thoughts. And this step is simple because imagination is going on continuously. The capacity to observe is already there in us. So I need to take the decision to pay attention and observe. So it is important because my happiness and happiness depends on the state of my being. So we need to be aware. And this is a simple step because we need not to bring things from outside. Imagination is already going on. We have potential to observe it. Now I need to take the decision to pay attention. So only decision is required that I will observe myself. So if I am able to decide, I am able to take decision, I will be observing myself. So it's a matter of decision. So if I decide that paying attention outside is important, then my attention, my focus shift outside naturally. When I will take decision that I need to observe myself, then my attention will naturally shift from outside to inside. So it's a matter of decision. So only decision is required. My attention will naturally shift towards myself. Right. So let's see some sharing. So we have Prashant Bhaiya with us. Namaste Bhaiya.
भैया नमस्ते सभी को भैया
जी.
तो दिस 15th day of सार सत्र at बिठूर कानपुर जी भैया
Oh,
and during these 15 days the maximum practice given by honorable Ganesh ji was morning this 6 to 7 morning session exercise 1 and 2 so I was lucky to see all these whatever is given on the screen so try to observe your imagination for 30 minutes. So instead of 30 minutes, I can say there was nothing to imagine throughout the day. And all sessions were so packed from morning 5 a.m. itself, means 6 a.m. But before that, all related arrangements. So up to 9:30 in the evening, the night. So throughout the day, I was observing what is going on in my imagination. But one thing it is very clear that means when we try just to see how it is going on so it seems that when you are busy with regular works so you cannot observe it means I am talking about myself but when I was given only this task for these 15 days, I felt, you can see, so continuous with happily, I was observing all the things. And in all the imagination, there was like this Sambandh Vyavastha and Sahastit, means relationship then this is existence we all are in particular state and we all in coexistence existence in coexistence so yeah thank you very much for this UHV guidance and you're all so I was joining also during this for 30 minutes only because 6 a.m. We start our session so thank you bhaiya I could see this namaste sabhi ko धन्यवाद
Namaste Bhaiya. So it is good that you are there.
ji along with wife also Jyoti ji
Nice Bhaiya, nice.
And right now I can see the Ganga ji along with Sunrise ji. Ji,
जी
namaste.
जी.
Thanks a lot.
नमस्ते भैया, नमस्ते. So we have Anand ji with us.
So, namaste to all. I am Anand Raj. So, while doing the practice of observation without any external compulsion at a calm place, uh, it has been observed that thoughts arise without feeling, and after when we are enslaved with respect to the imagination without any right understanding, based upon the previous environment at which the event has happened, the feeling arises. Would you please just help me to understand this process?
जी भैया. So how much time you are able to observe yourself?
Uh, so I used to daily practice while traveling by bus, and whenever I don't have any workload in my college and even at my home when I return back, it will be around 20 to 30 minutes I used to focus. And
जी.
regular observation, it will be happening over that to observe the feeling daily. Because it was a practice which helped me to get rid of some unwanted thoughts, and then to identify the relationship with the human beings.
जी भैया. So when we are practicing observation, है ना, so we are observing all the thoughts that are going on in our mind, in our imagination. है ना. So in this process, we are not trying to move away from the unwanted thoughts, nor we are trying to continue those thoughts which I like. So both states, both uh, efforts we are not making. Neither we are making effort to move away from some thoughts that I don't like, nor we are making effort to continue those thoughts that I like. We are only observing. If it is unwanted thought, then also I need to observe it. So if we are trying to move away some thought, it means we are reacting into it. So this is a reaction. And if we are trying to continue some thoughts, it is also a reaction. So in this process, we are not making any effort. We are not interrupting any thought. We are just observing. So if there is an unliked thought, be aware that this is the thought that I don't like, but I need to observe it. We are not trying to run away from this thought. So this is a reaction. So be aware, accept whatever you have in your imagination and observe. So generally we don't accept, we reject. So reaction is pervading in my imagination. So someone we don't like, we immediately react into it. Someone we like, something we like, we react into it. So this both reaction is not advisable in this process. In this process, we are only observing. This is first point. Second point is, so to start with, we are practicing observation for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whenever we have free time. But ultimately, we have potential that we can observe ourselves all the time. So even we are involved outside. We are involved outside, but we are taking decision in our imagination to interact outside. So decision that I am taking in my imagination, I can be aware of that decision. So each time when I am interacting outside, so before interacting outside, I take decision inside in my imagination. And I can be aware of that decision. So awareness can be ensured all the time. So reaction is not advisable, only observation is advisable. We need to observe only. जी भैया.
Sir,
Hello.
my question is, so when we are in observation, there are some thoughts which arise without any feeling, and it gets into imagination, and we continuously observe, and based upon that is based upon the previous events has happened, we were able to come to know that we are enslaved with some what is called as unwanted thoughts or unwanted reactions would have done. and that getting amplified over there. So does any thoughts arise without feeling? So that's my question, sir.
जी. So at the base, and at least we have some feeling. So you just tell me example.
For example, sir, when we initially, so when we just close eyes, or some events would have just happened 2 or 3 days before, and that person face comes in front of me, or a particular what is called as food item which comes into my mind, or particular physical facility I try to interact with respect to, or when I close, that image comes into it, and the associated activity we would have recorded with some feeling, and those things also comes into imagination, and it goes for further reaction within self itself, and so it gets into bigger picture, and we are enslaved into the whole scenario. So that is the examples.
जी भैया. So somehow we have a feeling of opposition for the person, or feeling of affection for the person. In both cases, thought will arise. So if there is a feeling of opposition, then I will not feel comfortable while seeing his image in my mind. So this reaction is because of the feeling of opposition. So we need to be aware of our thought and let the thought settle down without any reaction. Then we will be able to see feeling also. So feelings are the seed, thoughts, or you can see feeling is the tree, and these thoughts are the branches. So at the root there are feelings, but feeling are set in subtle form, so we are not able to see it. We are able to see only thought, because thought comes at gross level. So we need to practice to see subtle level things. Subtle means SUBTLE, subtle level things. So feelings are at subtle level. So reaction means somehow I have a feeling of opposition for that person, or for a particular habit of that person, or my past experiences with the person. I have a feeling of opposition. That's why these thoughts has emerged for that person, and I am reacting into it.
Thank you, sir.
Right? Ji. So what we need to do for this? Now we need to be aware of the thought that are going on, and don't react into it. Just be aware what thoughts are going on. If you are observing it without any reaction, then you will be able to see the feeling behind it. Right? So we can resolve this issue at the level of feeling, because feeling is working at the base. So once we are able to see feelings, then we can resolve the thoughts. But we cannot resolve thoughts at the level of thoughts. Means we cannot resolve thoughts with reaction, with argument, with blaming either myself or the other. So these thought level issues can be solved at the level of feeling. So if we are not able to see feeling, then don't react. Just observe. So today we are able to see thought. With practice, we will be able to see feeling. With more practice, we will be able to see sanskar, that is at the base of the feeling. So observation is required, but somehow due to our past habit, we start reacting into our imagination. And this reaction comes because of feeling of opposition. And once we react, it create more thoughts. It will create more branches. And you will react, if you react in any one of the branches, it will create more branches. So observation without reaction, it is important point. So if we are not able to see feeling directly, then we should wait. We should wait to sharp our observation process. So we are not able to see feeling, then don't react into this. Why I am not able to see feeling? At least we are seeing the thought. So with practice, we will be able to see feeling also. Right. But we can guess what is feeling. Feeling of position or feeling of relation, that we can guess. So we are thinking of nurturing that person. We are thinking to compliment that person. It means logically we can deduce that at the base there is a feeling of affection, relationship. If we are feeling uncomfortable, we are trying to run away from the image of that person. It means logically we can deduce that at the best there is a feeling of opposition. So one way is logically understanding that there is a feeling of opposition or relationship. Second way is we can sharp our observation. So if we do not react into my thought, then gradually we will be able to see feeling behind the thought. And ultimately we need to improve our ability to see the feelings directly, because it is easy to handle thought at the level of feeling, but it is difficult to handle thought at the level of thought. So maybe with more practice of observation, we will be able to see feeling at the base, so that we can practice. जी भैया.
Thank you, sir.
जी नमस्ते भैया. We have Ashok Kumar ji with us.
Good morning, Bhaiya. There is a question. I am not able to comprehend the sanskar. Please, you enlighten me.
So we are moving भैया gradually, है ना? So first try to see your imagination, then you try to see your feeling in your imagination. Then you will be able to see sanskar also. So for example, if we have a feeling of opposition, then also we can logically see what would be the sanskar. So my sanskar is not aligned with reality. That's why I have a feeling of opposition. That's why I have many thoughts that is creating opposition. Right. So gradually we will be able to see it. So sanskar means
Yes.
acceptance. Whatever I have accepted about the reality, that are my sanskar. For example, just for example, For example, suppose I have accepted that human being is only body. I am only body.
Yes.
Now with this sanskar, I will assume happiness only with the sensual pleasure. With this sanskar, when I will interact, when I will think of other people, and if he or she is not supporting me, if the other person is not supporting in my sensual pleasure, then I will have a feeling of opposition. Once I have a feeling of opposition, then I will have a thoughts of opposition. How to dominate that person, how to convince that person, why he is not listening me, why he is not understanding me, that this sensual pleasure is my need. Now it will expand into thoughts. So starting from sanskar to feeling, then to thoughts. So this is a way of, this is the logically way that we are deducing the things. But
Yeah.
we have potential also to see it directly. For example, what I mean, for example, is if I say, can you see that you are feeling comfortable with a person or uncomfortable? Can we see? So answer will be yes, we can see. Now we are seeing it directly. We are not creating any logic to understand this uncomfortably.
Yeah.
And I can see directly that I am uncomfortable with this person. I am uncomfortable with my state of being. Similarly, we can see directly our thoughts also. We can see our feeling also directly. We can see our sanskar also directly. But for that, we need to practice observation. So that we need to practice. Then we will be able to see our sanskar directly also.
It means sanskar means to see the all the situation in as a whole, and then to judge what's our role or what's the feeling. In it is all about the thought and the uh, feeling, and then integrating it.
जी
जी भैया.
जी. So point is whether I have understood the reality or not.
Yes.
If I have understood, so my this exercise. So if we are not aware of this potential, then we are bound to be in reaction, either positive or negative. But when there are positive reaction, somehow it gives impression that I am happy. So we want to continue positive reactions. For example, there is a promotion. Suppose we have got promotion in our college. Now this is a positive reaction. Suppose there is a promotion of my friend, but not mine, my promotion. Now there will be a negative reaction. So we are not practicing to shift from negative reaction to positive reaction. We are not practicing to avoid negative reaction. We are practicing to observe both, because both cannot be source of continuous happiness. So we are trying to be aware of our potential. Potential to observe ourselves without getting affected from our thoughts and feelings. So this is the purpose of this step 1. So purpose of step 1 is to be aware of our potential that we have ignored somehow. So we start our day with ignorance. And what we are ignoring? Our potential to see without getting affected from my state of imagination. So when we are observing without any reaction, without any evaluation, without trying to stop it, it means we are becoming aware of our potential. We are trying to be in the state of pure observer. Pure observer means I am at the state where I can see my feeling, my thought without getting affected from it. I can see my body without getting affected from it. I can see outside without getting affected from it. So that state we are trying to achieve. So once I am not affected from it, then we can evaluate it. But if we are getting affected from it, we will be in reaction, either positive or negative. So we need to observe at that time also when we are we are comfortable. Generally, we practice this exercise when we are not comfortable. But we need to practice this observation even we are comfortable. Because this comfortability may be because of some positive reaction. So we need to practice it in both the time, when we are comfortable, when we are not comfortable. Right. Ji. So is it okay, Ashok Bhaiya, or some inputs
Yes.
you need from my side?
Yes. Thank you, Vijay, for the detailed discussion and enlightening me on the path.
Ji. Namaste Bhaiya. So we have Rangnathan ji with us. Namaste Bhaiya, Ranganath ji.
Yeah. So I am Rangnath sir. How are you, sir?
Fine, sir, fine.
Yeah. I am now in Stamford, USA.
Hmm.
I am listening to your lecture, sir. Nice. I got clarification for my doubt. The previous colleagues asked the question because discrimination also plays vital role in deciding whether they are in opposition or they are favoring us. If we are
Hey, your voice is not clear.
Yeah, I am in USA now, sir.
Okay. So
I am
now
in
it is
Stan-
okay. Now it is okay. Ji.
Yeah. Is it okay, sir, now? Is my voice
Ji.
audible?
Ji,
Yeah.
ji.
As far as my knowledge goes, I feel discrimination also plays vital role to get the thought of whether opposing or favoring other people. So that is a discrimination power also. I feel very important, sir, to make my thought positive or negative.
जी.
Yeah, that is, sir. Could you please clarify me, sir?
Can you give me one example, sir?
Suppose I feel the other person to do some harm to him or favor to him, my thought decides whether I should continue to do that work that is harming or helping. It depends upon my discrimination levels.
Okay.
So, is good or right? That thought will take its own course of action. There, I will apply my discrimination power. Then I take action negatively or positively. That's why I need to have this discrimination also plays vital role. Sir, am I right, sir?
जी sir.
Yeah, that is my question, sir.
जी. So we have ability to discriminate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we have ability to discriminate.
Yes.
Now, we have ability to discriminate. This is one point.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
But we need to be aware of our state of being.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
so-
what would happen? Otherwise, what would happen? If we are living at gross level.
Yes, yes.
So at gross level, we can discriminate easily. For example, food.
Yes.
It is tasty for me or not tasty for me.
Yes, sir. Yes.
We have ability to discriminate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But with awareness,
Yes.
I can also discriminate whether it is healthy for my body or not healthy for my body.
Yes, you're right, sir. Yes, yes, yes.
So with awareness, our ability to discriminate will sharpen.
Yes.
Right. So with
Yeah.
awareness, we will be able to see, or we will be able to discriminate the subtle level things.
Yes, sir.
So when we are aware, we will be able to discriminate feeling of relationship and feeling of opposition.
Yes, sir.
And when we are more aware, then we will be able to discriminate gross level things and subtle level things.
Yes, yes.
For example, happiness.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And if I am at gross level, if I have assumed myself body, then only those things I would like that will give me sensual pleasures.
Yes, yes.
Other things I will not be liking.
Yes.
But with awareness, I will be able to discriminate between consciousness and the body.
Yes, yes.
Right. So the more we practice.
Yes,
Ji.
yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, I can understand. I do follow. Yes.
Ji. So
yes.
with awareness, we will be able to discriminate the gross level thing, the subtle level thing. Like for example, body and self.
Yes.
With more awareness in self also, we will be able to discriminate thought, feeling and sanskar.
Yes, sir.
With more awareness, we will be able to discriminate my potential and my state of being.
Yes, sir. Yes.
With more awareness, I will be able to discriminate the reality that is all pervading.
Yeah.
And that the reality that is temporary.
Yes, sir.
So discrimination ability is there, but with observation, I will be doing it sharply.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes.
Ji bhaiya.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Here, assuming assumption may not play importance, sir.
So we need to verify our assumptions.
Yeah. Good. There also this discrimination.
So when you will verify the assumptions, then you will
Yes.
be able to discriminate more
Yes.
sharply.
Oh, good. Good. Thank you.
Ji.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
जी ओके
Here it is 8:45 night time, sir. Yes,
ओके
because
हियर
I
मॉर्निंग 6:15
because I love to listen to all of us. I am regular volunteer and panelist member. Thank you very much for enlightening about discrimination and clarity. Thank
जी
you. Thank you.
नमस्ते भैया
Namaste.
So before we come to Abhilash Bhaiya, Ganesh ji and Aruna Devi, let's take 10-minute observation. So we will practice this observation for 10 minutes without reacting to my imagination, without trying to stop something, without trying to continue something. So in the next 10 minutes, we will be aware where my focus is, where my attention is. If it is outside, then don't force yourself to shift from outside to inside. Just be aware that my focus is outside and take decision that ultimately we need to be aware of myself and let the focus shift naturally from outside to inside. So suppose you are sitting in your room, there is a fan and air of fan is touching your skin. Be aware that my focus is on the air of the fan that is touching my body. Now take decision. I will observe myself and let the focus shift naturally from body to the self. So don't react, don't force yourself, don't force to see your imagination. Do not make forcefully effort that I will see my imagination, what is going on. Let it happen naturally. Whatever you are able to see, just be aware. Yes, this time my focus is on the voice of that bird. Be aware. Yes, my focus is there. But take decision. I need to observe myself and let the focus naturally shift from outside to inside. During observation, if your focus again shift outside, don't react into it. Just remind yourself that I need to focus on myself and let the focus come back naturally. So you are observing and someone is calling you at your home. So don't react. Why there is an interruption? Why she or he is calling me? Don't react into it. Just be aware what is happening. And if somehow reaction comes, just accept it. Don't react into the previous reaction. Someone is calling and you have a reaction inside. Now don't react into this reaction. Just accept that somehow there is a reaction. Now I will observe this reaction also. So whatever will happen during this 10 minutes, just accept it. Don't react into it. And keep observing it. If you are uncomfortable, keep observing it. Comfortable, keep observing it. So we need to keep observing it, irrespective what is happening. So be aware, accept what is happening at the level of body, at the level of imagination, outside, whatever is happening, just accept it. Just be aware and observe it naturally. So we will do it for next 7 to 8 minutes. Then I will come back to Arna Devi Didi. जी Namaste sabhi ko. Let's come back. So we have only 2 minutes.